So in today's session, we will be discussing about how we can include file upload box, and also how we can include various buttons like submit, reset, and clickable buttons on HTML form by using respective controls. Okay, so now let us see how we can include file upload box control in HTML form. So normally what happens, sometimes we require a file to be uploaded to the server. At that time, to accept a file at the client side, we need to include what a file upload box control in HTML form. So this control box uses what again input tag here. But here in input tag, we need to mention the type value as a file here. As you can observe here, I'm going to mention the file type, I mean input type as a file. Please try to remember that while accepting a single line text, we are using input type as a text. To accept a password field, we use what a password as a value in input type. And also we are using what checkbox value while including a checkbox control. We include a radio while including what radio button control. Similarly, to include file upload box control, we are using what input type as a file here. And also I need to specify what one name for this particular control. So I'm going to use what a file upload as a name for this particular control box. And also what kind of file it has to accept. So that I need to specify by using what accept attribute. And if you observe here, it is going to accept image kind of a files. So normally it supports what a JPG, JPEG, BMP, images, etc. So the file format should be image only. So this is the way how we are going to include what input tag to accept file output, I mean file upload box control. So here again we need to include this input tag within what a form tag. As you can see here, this is opening tag and this is what a closing tag of the form. And as usual, we need to implement what action attribute, and also the method attribute we need to use along with the form tag. So now let us see how we can include what a file upload box control in HTML form with a sample code here. So already I have created what one sample HTML code here, and here I'm going to modify the title as HTML form demo. And here in the body section, what I will do, I will include what one heading tag here. So within heading tag, I will write some heading like file upload control, and I'm going to close this h1 tag. And below this, assume that I'm going to accept what photocopy of a customer or candidate. At that time, what I will do, I will simply insert a message saying that upload your photo. Okay, so upload your photo. And in front of this, now I'm going to specify what input tag. Within this, I'm going to mention the type as file. So when I mention a type as a file, then it will automatically include what a file upload box control. And in front of this, I'm going to specify the name as a photo box. Okay, anything you can specify name, but the name should be relevant to the control box. Okay, and after this, I'm going to specify accept attribute so that I can highlight what image slash star, so that it will accept what the image kind of a file. Okay, so here I'm going to end the input tag, and after this I'm going to use a break tag so that it will break the line. So now I'm going to save this as a HTML document on desktop. Assume that I'm going to specify form demo, .html. Okay, so now I'm going to save this on desktop, and if we go through the desktop, you can see here it has created what one form demo HTML file on my desktop. When I double click on this, so it will open a web page where in which we can see one heading saying that form demo. Yeah, so now you can see here web document has been opened, and you can see as a title as HTML form demo, and I have included what one heading tag. So in that I have written what file upload control. So let me open the source code as well as so that we can compare very easily here. So now you can see here it is showing me file upload control here. So that is because of we have included what one h1 tag. And below this, what I have written? I have written what? Upload your photo. So likely it is going to display what upload your photo. In front of this, I'm going to use what choose file. So as you can see here, this is what file upload box. This is appearing because of, so here we are using what input type as a file. So because of this, we are able to see this kind of a box. As you can see here, we are able to see this box because of this input tag. So input type of file we need to mention so that it will display uh, file upload box. And after that, it is including a break line so that it will break the line to a new line. So this one is nothing but a sample HTML code to upload your photo. So now when I click on choose file button here, so it will allow us to select or open the image file. So I'm going to click on pictures here. Say for example, I'm going to upload my new picture and I'm going to click on open here. As you can see, it has uploaded what my new picture.png. So as we discussed what kind of a file it has to accept, it has to accept what image kind of a file. So now I have uploaded what image file only. So that's why my file has been uploaded. And when I submit, it will send my document or send my file to the server. Okay. And if you try to remember, so here we are using what a form control. So within a form control, we are using what action attribute. So within action attribute, so here we are going to specify what save.jsp, one server side script language we are using. And after that, I'm going to use what a method here. So assume that I'm going to use what a post method. Okay, so this is what a form. And similarly, I need to close this form tag. Okay, within this, I'm going to use what upload box. So now let me save this. And if I reload, you can see here. So choose a file and I'm going to choose my logo here, and it is ready to upload this file onto this particular server script. Okay, so whatever the content I'm going to write here by using the form, all those data will be submitted to this particular URL. So that is nothing but action attribute. So this action attribute has to accept all the form data entered by the user, and it has to submit when the form submit button clicks. Okay. So still now we have not discussed how we can create a submit button, reset button, and clickable buttons. Okay. So now I'm going to explain you how we can do that. Okay. So now, so this is all about how we can include a file upload box control in HTML form. So now let us see how we can include several button controls. There are three kinds of buttons we can create. Those are nothing but a submit button, reset button, and some clickable buttons. Okay. So as you can see here, to create a submit button, we have to use a type as a submit here, and the value we need to set as a submit here. Similarly, to create a reset button, we have to use a type as a reset, and the value I can specify is reset only. And to create a normal clickable buttons, the type I need to specify is button here, and the value whatever I can specify. I can specify either OK, or else I can specify some other value. Okay. So this is all about what how we can include button controls. Again, to include button controls, we are using what? Input to tag itself, input to tag, right? So we can include what? A submit button. At that time, I need to specify type as a submit here, as you can see. To include reset button, I need to use a type as a reset. To include a normal clickable buttons other than submit and reset, I can specify type as a button here. And for each button, we need to specify the name here. So for that, I'm going to use what? A name control, or sorry, name attribute. And also I can set the value for each and every button so that it appears on the form. So now let us see how we can include these buttons in HTML form. Already we have created what? One sample HTML form. So below this, assume that I'm going to specify what? Submit button. So for that, what I can do, I can use the input to tag here, input to tag with the type attribute. So within that, I'm going to create what? Submit button. So for that, type I need to mention is submit here. Okay, and I'm going to specify name for this control. Assume that I'm going to specify name as a submit button without any space. Okay, and also I'm going to specify the value for this, and value I'm going to include is submit in uppercase. Okay, and I'm going to close this input tag. Now let us see, by saving this document and go to a web document which has already opened here, and reload this. You can see here it is going to include what? One submit button here, and you can observe the value. It is showing me a submit in uppercase because here I am going to specify the value as a submit here. Okay, so whatever the value I'm going to specify here, it is going to appear on the button here. So assume that instead of a submit, if I enter OK, so then it will display what? OK. So now save this and reload this web page. So you can observe here it has changed to OK, right? So now I'm going to include what? A submit only. So for that, I'm going to use a submit here. And if I reload, you can, sorry, I need to save this. Okay, and if I reload this, you can see here it is going to display what? Submit only. Along with the submit, suppose I want to create a reset button. Okay, in front of this, assume that I'm going to include what? A reset button now. So again, let me enter here. So now I'm going to use the input tag once again, but the type I need to mention is a reset. So this reset button is used to clear all the selections, or it is used to clear all the data which we have entered in the form. Okay, so the name I'm going to specify is reset button. Okay, so here it has a bottom. Okay, so now it is clear. So the value I want to specify is, say for example, I want to put a value as a clear. Instead of a reset, I want to put it as a clear. Okay, and after that, I can create one more normal button other than submit and reset. So for that, I can use a button, normal button, and I'm going to specify name as a normal button here, and I'm going to specify value as just OK. So this is what a closing tag. So now let me save this, go to web document, and if I reload this, now you can see three different buttons here. The first one is submit button. So whatever the data we entered in the form elements, that will be submitted to this particular URL. As you can see here, whatever the URL we are going to specify in action attribute, the form details will be submitted to that particular URL. Please try to remember. So that's why we are using what action attribute. And in this URL, we are going to implement what server-side programming language. And by using those language, we will implement business logic, what it has to perform. And also, we are using what a method attribute here. In a method attribute, we are using what a post or get values. So either I can use get or post values here. Okay. So now if I click on this, let me choose a file here. Again, I'm going to select this particular file. And as you can see here, new picture.png has been uploaded. And if I click on the submit button, you can observe this URL here. Now in URL, it is displaying what? It is displaying what? A save.jsp. So that means what? My HTML form has been submitted. Okay, after submission, it tries to load whatever the data has been entered by the user. It will try to load on this particular URL. Okay, as you can see here, it is showing me a save.jsp, where in which we can implement what? Server side business logic. So likewise, we can submit the form details by using what? Submit button. So similarly, to clear, I want to clear all the selections made by the user. At that time, I can make use of a reset button here. If I click on this, you can see the selections made by the user has been reset, and the form became a clear one. Okay. So likewise, we can use what? A clear button. And also, apart from this submit and clear button, say for example, I want to use some normal clickable buttons that can be done by using what? A button, a normal button control like this. So this is how we can implement what? Button controls in HTML form tag, HTML forms. Okay. So this ends the fourth unit, that is HTML. Right, and now I'm going to create a fresh application form. Okay, to create a fresh application form, so here I'm going to set the title as application form. So here I'm going to include what? H1 tag here. By using the H1 tag, I'm going to specify what? Application form for job. Okay, and I'm going to close this H1 tag. So normally what happens, assume that I'm going to accept the first name here. So for that, I'm going to use what? Enter your first name. Okay, so in front of this, now I'm going to include what? Input tag. You can observe here with the type text here, because I'm going to accept what? Single line text here. And I'm going to specify name as F name to indicate what? First name. Right? And I'm going to close this tag here itself. Right, and I'm going to press enter. Along with the first name, I'm going to even accept what? Last name as well. So for that, I'm going to use what? Input type as text only, and I'm going to specify name as L name, because last name it is, and I'm going to close this. Now I'm going to save this document as HTML file. So for that, I'm going to use what? File name as application form .html. Okay, and I'm going to save this one on desktop. So let me minimize this source code. As you can see here, a web document has been created, and if I double click on this, it will open a form like this. But you can observe here, enter your first name. After this, it is going to continue the next element. But here in this case, I want to include what one break line. So for that, what I will do, I will use a BR tag here so that it will include a break line. So now save this and reload this. You can see here it has included what? A break line, right? So after this, again, I want to include one BR tag here so that I can place what a next element here. Now, say for example, after accepting the name, assume that I'm going to accept what a gender. So for that, I'm going to use what select your gender. So in this case, I want to provide two options. Among two options, he has to select only one option. So for that, I'm going to use input type as a radio here is equal to radio, right? And I'm going to specify name as a gender here because I'm accepting a gender value. But the value I'm going to specify for the first radio button is male because I want to accept a male value first. And in front of this, it has to display what a male as an option. And after this, I'm going to copy the same code here. Look at this. I'm going to just copy the same code and I'm going to paste here itself. And in front of this, again, I want to change this value to accept what a next female value. And here I'm going to specify the option as a female, as you can see here. And after this, I want to include what? One BR tag. So now save this. Now reload this. You can see here, select your gender, male or female. So either one of the option it will accept, as you can see here, isn't it? And after this, assume that I want to accept his qualification. So for that, I'm going to use what select box control, saying that select your qualification. Okay. So now I'm going to include what? A select box. For that, I'm going to use a select tag and I'm going to specify the name as qualification as a name. This is opening tag of a select, and here respectively I need to close what? A select here, and in between select tag I need to use what? Options, because I want to include various options along with the value. So the first value I'm going to use is UG. This is for undergraduate, and I'm going to close this option tag here itself, and I'm going to include one more option. Value is graduate for G. Okay, and I'm going to specify a value option as a graduate, and I'm going to close this option. And again, I want to include one more option for the user for accepting a PG as a value. So stating that postgraduate. So postgraduate. Okay. So this is what the entire code I have written to accept what qualification value. So now I'm going to save this and reload this. Now you can see here, select your qualification, it has displayed, and by default it has selected what? Undergraduate. Say for example, user is accepting a male here, and I'm going to accept a postgraduate. So likewise he can select his details. Okay, so after this, assume that I want to accept hobbies. So select your hobbies. Okay, so for that I want to include what? Input type as a checkbox. So now whichever hobbies applicable for the candidate, he will mark what his hobbies by using what checkboxes. So for that I'm going to use what? Checkbox as a type here, and I'm going to specify name as a hobby, and I'm going to specify value for the first checkbox as, say for example, reading. Okay, and I'm going to close this input tag here itself. But user has to get what actually this checkbox is meant for. For that reason, I'm going to include reading as a value here, and I'm going to just copy the same statement and I'm going to paste in front of this, and I'm going to just modify this value which I have written for reading. Now I will modify this one as a writing here, and also I'm going to modify this value also. Okay, writing. And again, I'm going to include one more time here so that I can accept the value for playing. Okay, and also I want to modify even this value also as playing. So now save this and reload this. Okay, okay, I need to include what one BR tag here after accepting qualification. So what I need to do after this select tag close, and now I need to include what BR tag. Okay, because after closing the select tag we need to include a break line, so that I need to include what BR tag, and after that it has to display what select your hobbies. Now I'm going to save this and reload this. Yes, now it is displaying hobbies in the next line. So here, whichever hobby is applicable for him, he can select all the hobbies, or whichever applicable for him, he can select like this. But in the radio button, you can observe here, it will accept only a single option at a time. He cannot select multiple options for radio, right? And after this, assume that I want to include his address also. I want to accept the address of the candidate. So for that, I will include BR tag here, and in the next line, I will enter what? Enter your address, okay? And to accept the address, so it is what a multiple line text. So I need to include what a text area tag here, okay? By using rows as 5 and columns as 20, like that. Okay, and this is a text area, and immediately I need to close what a text area here. So this is what to accept multiple line text and reload this. You can observe enter your address, and here he can enter what his address like this. And after all this, say for example I want to upload. So along with this, suppose I want to accept his photo also. At that time, what I can do, I can simply use what? Okay, after this text area closing tag, let me include one BR tag here so that it will break the line. And after this, I'm going to specify what? Upload your passport size photo. Okay, so to upload this one, I'm going to use what input type as a file here, because I need to include file upload box now, and I'm going to specify name as P photo, passport size photo. Okay, so you can specify any name which is convenient for you. Okay, okay, so type spelling is wrong here. So type is equal to file, and also I need to use what accept attribute. What kind of a file it has to accept? It has to accept what? Image slash anything, any format which is related to image, it has to accept. And I need to close this input tag here itself. And after this, let me include one BR tag. So now let us save this and reload this. You can see here, upload your passport size photo, and here you can select what? He can choose his file. So likewise, we can include what various controls, and after this assume that I want to accept these form details by using a submit button. So for that I will include what input type is equal to submit, and I'm going to specify a name as submit button, submit button, and I'm going to specify value as submit only in uppercase. Right, so I'm going to close this, and also I want to include what reset button as well, so that any corrections he wants to make, and he can simply clear all the data. For that reason, I'm going to use the reset button here. So for reset button type, I need to mention is what? Reset, and even I need to change this name also as a reset button. And also I want to change this value as a clear instead of a reset. Now I'm going to specify what clear. Right, so now I'm going to save this and reload this. You can see here he can enter his first name, say for example Amar Mundaragi, and he can select his gender, and he can select what his qualification as a postgraduate, and he can select what his hobbies, and also he can enter his address here in the address section, and also he can upload the file by using what choose file, and I'm going to select what image file. And after all this, suppose if he clicks on submit, what it will do, it will submit all these details to the uh, action URL. Suppose if he clicks on a clear button or a reset button here, you can observe when I click on this clear button. Okay, there is something mistake. Yeah. So you can see here, I have committed one mistake here because I have just included all those form elements without a form tag. So that's why these buttons are not working properly, because I need to include all these elements within a form tag, isn't it? So I need to include what form tag here, and I need to specify what action, say for example save.jsp. Okay, and I need to include what method as a post here, and I'm going to close this form opening tag, and after this I want to include what closing tag of a form. Okay, so now I need to save this and reload this. So now you can observe here whatever the data I'm going to enter, and he will upload his photo, right? And when he clicks on reset, it will clear all the selections as you can see here. And when he submits, it will submit it to the action URL. So hope you have understood.